I want to begin by asking guys, what need do we have for AR-15? And I think the discussion has been lately, why does the average American need to have ownership of a gun of this type of military type of assault weapon here, and stuff like that. And most of the mass shootings that took place, well, some mass shootings were taking place with handgun as well, had taken place with handguns, but most of the mass shootings we had has a direct connection to AR-15, and there's a lot of pushback for this type of weapon to become illegal in this country. So the big question is, why do we need to own one of those? I was looking for the answer for that. There's a lot of answers out there. First of all, we're gonna listen to Babylon B. It's gonna give you a criminal's perspective, and then I'm gonna listen to CN. His name is, can you pronounce that name? Collian Noir?
What I would have said.
Yeah. The French is Collian Noir. But, so Collian Noir. Noir. Okay. So, we're going to listen to him. Actually, he's a lawyer. He's an avid gun owner. You guys recommended him before, so I did do a reaction to video of one of his videos. Very intelligent guy. And he gives some serious, strong arguments regarding why an American need to own an AR-15 that also need to be considered. We want to make it clear, we don't own that type of gun. The only gun we own, the only weapon we own is on kitchen knives. That doesn't necessarily mean we anti-guns.
We own the Bible.
Oh yeah.
We've got the master weapon.
That's a sword indeed.
That's the ultimate.
And this
destroyer.
doesn't mean we will never own a gun. We're just saying at the moment we don't. Because maybe I shouldn't be telling you that I don't own a gun, so you don't come pay me a visit. So, how about we look at this? So there was a link. The news on NPR, they made a link to AR-15 and mass shootings and so on, and it's a big push against that type of gun in itself. So let's see what Babylon B has to say, and then we're gonna make some transition here. All right, let's take a listen.
I am an illegal gun owner, what some would call a deranged murderous criminal. And yeah, I'm concerned about how these new laws are going to affect both my illegal gun ownership and my ability to brutally murder anyone that crosses me. Democrats, who I usually vote for because I want to get out of parole easy, are proposing a whole slew of gun control laws, which means in order to get my guns, I have to start breaking laws. I mean, even more than the laws that I already broke, because I'm a murderer. The background check thing sounds really concerning. I would definitely fail since I'm a well-known psychopath. I mean, you take one look into my background, you'll find that I killed Mikey and Little T, and I killed the old man Humphreys while he was walking home from work. I killed the cashier at the Circle K, and I killed what's-her-face. Plus, there's the people I've injured, and the list of people I still want to murder. It's a long list, so no way I'm getting a gun if the background check turns up all of that. The only silver lining is this. I've never actually purchased a gun through a gun dealer. I just steal all of my murder weapons. In fact, sometimes I steal them from the people I murder. And so far, no one has proposed a background check on theft, so I think I'm good. But they also want to limit high-capacity magazines. So. Let's just say, hypothetically, I got to drive by a crack house on 12th Street and shoot it up a little bit, to send them a message. But now, I got to reload after every 10 shots. You see how irritating and annoying that would be? To be honest, I might just keep using a high-capacity magazine in spite of the law, because I'm not just out there trying to commit murder, I'm trying to commit multiple counts of murder. That's the difference between being good and being great.
Wow.
Honestly, I haven't been this concerned about the new law since they put those gun-free zone signs up around schools, because here's the thing. Sometimes the people I want to kill are near schools. It seems like these politicians don't even consider the adverse effect their policies will have on people's lives, or on my ability to end their lives. The only policy that sounds kinda cool is the buyback program. If they offer a lot of money for AR-15s, that could be pretty worthwhile. I'll sell them the ones I got. Then use the money to buy more guns illegally on black market. Then I'll go right on murdering. Look, in the end, while I'm still a little frustrated that these gun laws will be a minor inconvenience for murderous psychopaths like myself, I am grateful that they ultimately won't do anything to stop me from killing. And hopefully, if there are a few less good guys with guns out there, that could even make my job easier.
Wow.
That's it right there.
Did you just watch a video from the Babylon?
Wow.
It was just such a basic rundown of how these gun laws don't affect those who are actually trying to use guns to commit crime.
Not at all.
They don't help. Actually, like he said in the end, it would probably make it easier for him.
Absolutely. He has no fear that anybody could go against him.
Yeah,
You know?
because now
Who's going to stop me if I choose to do mass
Yeah.
shootings when all these gun laws are
and
already
he's going to
been
keep buying
implemented?
it on the black market. What's the point? What does he lose? What is he losing out on? I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, what's your perspective on this, guys? It's one of those hot subjects here. Yeah. That's the mind of a criminal. Let's be honest. And
It makes it better.
And the other side of the story, a lot of criminals, they don't need gun to do it. You can go to Walmart right now and get every items you need to create a bomb. Just like that. If you just know what you need to get. So if let's just say you can't get gun, they can still find another way to do whatever they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I did a study. I was reading a document from Politico this morning, and I was seeing, is there a link with mass shooting and the media promotion, the media talking about all the mass shootings that are happening?
Mm-hmm.
So I went to a family member recently, and they were talking about the media wants to promote all the mass shootings that are happening to bring awareness to the thing. But I'm like, wait a minute. I think criminals.
I think they want. Go ahead.
Criminals feeds off the attention.
Yeah.
A lot of these individuals are online loners, bored out of their minds. They are seeking for them to become famous, whether it is a 15 minutes fame and then behind bars. They don't care. At least their names are mentioned in a hall of fame of mass shooters. They want the attention. I think the more we speak about it, are we really solving anything?
I think you're given more ammunition for someone to do it different, better, and with more casualties.
That's right. And they can see, I'm not going to make the mistake that this guy did.
Yeah.
Oh, now the schools are locking down. They're doing all these security checks.
So now they got to figure out a way to
let's go to a different place where it's not as tight.
A parade. That's horrible.
Who would have thought a parade?
Yeah.
But a mass shooter got an excellent idea.
Yeah.
Right time, right place.
And the thing is, what the mind thinks about, what it's consumed with, becomes like the focus.
It's very important.
So while the media is just putting out over and over and over again these treacherous stories about death, and this one was murdered, and this one was shot, and all these different things that happened, you're just giving those people with half a mind to want to do those things the full mind and the full intent to do it. That's what I think.
You just give me my verse. Yeah, we're gonna end this segment with a scripture, and then we're gonna read your comment, guys. Well, let's read your comments in the meantime. How about that?
Nikki, you're so on point. Media is an enemy of the people.
A second. Yeah.
Criminals keep me employed. What do you do, Melvie? Yeah. Most sane people use AR-15s for hunting. Animals, not people. The world is crazy anymore, and it's very sad. It is sad. You know, the beauty of it is that those of us who understand God and what He desires to do for us, He gives us hope.
Yeah.
But the hard part is when you're watching people suffer. Like, how do you tell somebody, I know you're suffering, but there's hope. I know you just lost your family member at a parade, but there's hope. I know you just lost your son. You know, whatever it is, but there's hope.
Yeah. That's really, really difficult.
It's difficult, but it's true. And this is where people just have to be open and willing to hear and to be comforted by God. But it takes time and a lot of prayers from others.
Yeah. Now, here is the point I wanted to share with you guys very quickly. It's one of those discussions that we don't have all the answers for, and we want to be part of the solution. But we're just saying, in the process of solving some of these issues, you got to be very careful that not only you end up in violating the constitutional right of other people, but you give criminals more power to continue in that pattern. 1 Corinthians 15:33. Could you read for us, please?
Be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners.
Powerful. Like, and it's good to know that the word communication here doesn't mean just words talking. It really means behavior. It means behavior.
Yeah.
Like the kind of behavior you promote before people actually do have an impact on their decision. It influences them and things like that. You know, and they will make even worse decisions. It's like you sit your children in front of violent movies all day. Something is happening to them, to their behavior. But the news media may say, I'm just sharing the news. But you actually do promoting the whole ideology in itself. A person who is thinking in the mind of a mass shooter, who is lonely, who has all these mental illness, and plus there is demonic manifestation in this as well. So all that is part of the stew. And then they watch a mass shooter taking place, and the man is getting attention. His pictures on the screen. They're talking about his life and everything. He's like, well, that's the kind of attention I need. My life
Any
is
attention
miserable.
is better than no attention for a lot of people.
Yeah. And I think the media has to realize that they play a significant role in these mass shootings by promoting and talking about them consistently. I'm not saying we shouldn't talk about it, but I'm just saying, like, do we need to hear about every mass shooting that's happening in the country? Which I know there are a lot more happening, because it seems like they only promote the ones that are certain connected, you know, because actually July 4th there were 69 shootings taking place in Chicago.
Yep.
8 people died. They didn't get media coverage. You might find an article, but you didn't get the same media coverage as the one that happened. I know mass shooting is different because many people died, multiple people died by one shooter. I get it. I get the difference. But really, is there much of a difference when you're talking about the lives of people that are dead? You know? But
death is death. I mean, they pick what will feed the narrative that they're trying to push. So those Chicago shootings, are those urban? Are those mainly in the urban areas?
Yeah,
they're kind of over that.
Well, some of these individuals were innocent individuals who had nothing to do with gang related. That's different. It's one thing you have gang related shooting and stuff, but when you have innocent people walking around,
but it's all related to gang related shootings.
Yeah, what they happen to be a bystander or
and that's
still
it's not okay.
It's not okay.
You know, I agree with you 100%, but that's not what's going to make headlines. It's a parade where people are gathering to enjoy themselves, and someone comes and shoots. How many people died in that? I didn't even. 8 people, yeah.
There were various shootings, but 68 people got shot.
Honor the victims and stop glorifying the criminals. If we saw
more
of that to change the perspective from this shooter this and this shooter that to to really highlighting each person who died, make that the focus, then people will start to have that compassion, and they'll start hopefully to feel bad.
Hopefully that's
the goal, but it's tough.